Let's talk about how you find yourself in rooms where bigger things are talked about. Let's talk about that. So, today I had a meeting today. Come on into the room. Hey, 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 come on into the room, the Dreamcatcher room. It's your fave, the Budgetnista. Come on into the room. So, I don't know if I'm going to say this or not. We're going to see how I feel. But let's talk about how today I was having conversations about 250 million to 500 million dollar deals, right? And as I was thinking about it, like I was literally just like, this is me going to sleep. I pushed it back just so it looks a little cuter for y'all, but this is what I wear to tie down my edges before I go to sleep. I'm in my PJs, and I thought, how did you get from preschool teacher to look at my sister talking about others at it again. I am at it again. How do you get from preschool teacher to talking about $250 million, $500 million deals in under 10 years? How does that transition happen? And I was just like really thinking about it, reflecting about it before I was going to head to bed. Um, and I know how. So people ask me all the time, like, how do you find a mentor? How do you get a team? Who is calling me at this time of night? No, I don't even know that number. They tried it. So yeah, I was thinking to myself, how do you? Oh, I know who's calling me. I'll call her back. I was thinking to myself, how do you make that transition? How do you get to that space where you get to be in rooms where deals, $250 million, $500 million deals are talked about pretty casually? How? And I realized it's by being dope. By being dope. Carol said, not me. Shut up. It's not a scam. I know who that is. I asked somebody to call me. She's late. So how I went from preschool teacher I am now. So the only way you get to the next level is through three ways. There are three avenues. There's knowledge. You have to learn new things so you can do new things. There's access. This part is the most important. Access, as far as getting to the next level in certain ways. Access comes through people, period. Somebody on the inside brings you in. Somebody at the table sets a seat. Somebody who has a piece breaks them off. Access is through people. You cannot get to where you are, to where you want to be without people. It's just not possible. No one, no one, no one, no one, no one, no one, no one has gotten to where they are. They're super successful by themselves, only by themselves. It's just not possible. Access comes through people. And third, community. Community can be your peers, can just be like your family. Basically, community is your cheering section. So those are the three components: knowledge, access, community. Type it. Teacher Tiffany says, type it. Okay, dream catchers. So I was just thinking, like I said, I had it for those of you who just joining in. I had a conversation today where we were talking about a $250 million deal. And I thought, how did I get here? Like literally 10 years ago, I was teaching preschool. Around this time, it was 3 o'clock. I'd be like, well, the kids would already be awake. We'd be setting out snack, or they would already have eaten snack, and parents would have started picking them up. That would have been my life, just a few years ago. And now I'm on a call, video conference call, talking about 250, but honestly, ideally, we think at 500 million. I'm like, how? And it's by being dope. That is the only thing you have control over. That where you currently are you bringing your best, most amazing, most critical? I always ask a question whenever I work with somebody. I always ask, what's good? What's great? What's good? What's great? What's unicorn? Good is, oh, okay, you got yourself a B. That's cute. Great is, oh, okay, you got an A. Yeah, that's cute. Unicorn is A plus plus plus. Unicorn, I call my team the Unicorn Squad because they bring excellence every single day. They bring magic every single day. So I tell them, that's cute for them people out there. Oh, they want to be good. They want to be great. We unicorn, right? So I strive for unicorn. I'm talking about excellence. I don't know if it's my African upbringing that there was an expectation of excellence. Like to my dad, excellence was normal. Excellence was expected. Excellence was commonplace. You got an A plus, girl, and so of course you got an A plus. You're brilliant. You're like, I'm not even that smart. You are. Don't bring me back no C's. That's an F. Don't bring me back no B's, that's a D. Don't bring me back no A minuses, that's a B. And A is a you better have. I have an expectation of excellence for myself. I have an expectation of excellence for my team. I have an expectation of excellence for my partners. And if you don't bring excellence to the table, I'm like, oh, okay, but this ain't gonna work. I have an expectation of excellence. And because I hold myself to that standard and I bring it to the table, people bring it or they step to the side and allow someone else to be in that position. And what I realize is how you go from preschool teacher to having conversations about $250 million conversations, $500 million conversations is you bring the excellence, because when you bring the excellence, you attract the excellence. So what happened is I started my business solo dolo. And then as I was doing better, people started to attract to me. Tiffany, I want to be down. And I'm like, really? Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. She's excellent. Okay. And then even more excellent. Oh, I want to be down. Oh, I want to help. Oh, I want to connect. You will start to attract all kind of things, but you will start to attract excellence. So there are rooms that I'm in now because of the work that I've brought to the table. People will see stuff in you don't even see in yourself. I mean, I know I work hard. And the types of conversations that people are having, I'm like, my CFO, not my CFO, my CFP, that's a certified financial planner. Shout out to you, Anjali, my fave. And so she helps myself, my husband, and also too, she does some business consulting for us too. But we were talking the other day and she said, I cannot wait till you see in you, like you see tangibly in front of you what I see for you. And I was like, what's that? Because Anjali, like, I told her what I want my net worth to be. And like, we worked through like, what investment choices I should make and all that kind of stuff. She, me, her, and my husband and her partner, we sit down like every other month or so and just go through our numbers and like what we need to do about insurance and this and that, all that kind of stuff. So Anjali said, Tiffany, in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to have a net worth between 50 to $100 million. I was like, come again? She said, yeah. She said, I have worked with hundreds of high net worth individuals and I know it when I see it. And it's so funny that you don't see it, but that's exactly where you're going to be. And I'm like, what? Why do you see excellence? Because I bring excellence does not mean perfection. Excellence is about the effort. Excellence is about the intention. It's not about perfection. I am relentless in my pursuit of better. Relentless. Because look what time it is now. I'm out here chatting with y'all. Relentless in my pursuit for better. So when she said that 50 to 100 million, I can't even conceive of it. And she's like, Tiffany, I'm telling you right now, I have seen it. And that's your trajectory because of the way you navigate and move, because of what you're doing now, because of where you guys are now. That's where you're going to be. And I was just like, I receive it. It's just so crazy. And I thought to myself, how does preschool teacher Tiffany get here? But you want to know what? When I was a preschool teacher, I used to bring excellence. Like my school was in the hood. Outside looked like, literally sometimes there were crack vials. One of my kids, when we were at the park, got poked by a needle that somebody had left out there. It was hood on the outside. When you opened the door to my preschool, it was like another world. I myself, and I asked my maintenance guy, I paid him. We painted that preschool classroom bright and beautiful, new rugs. I paid for things out of pocket because I said, these babies around here that look like me, they're going to get the best I got to offer. So I came early, I stayed late. I got all these awards and classroom of the year and teacher of the year. My 3 and 4-year-olds were straight reading because I said the world already thinks not much of you because of where you grew up. Because it was like I said, the hood. But when you leave Miss Tiffany, if your kindergarten teacher don't think much of you and your first grade teacher don't think much of you and second grade teacher, you learned I am giving you what you need. It was my intention that when you left me at 4, going on 5, that you would not need another good teacher till 2nd grade. That I was going to give you everything I had in me. And that was there. That was in me then. This commitment to excellence in the hood, in a preschool classroom with my 15 little kids, where literally we had mice and roaches. And I used to be like, oh my God, every day going there was like, but I said, well, these kids are here, then I'm here too. And I made that place. We had a pet turtle. We had a pet fish, but then the Project He done killed that damn fish so many times. But them kids were reading. They wrote their name. They knew their color. They knew their shape. If you have a 3 or 4, you know what I mean, for a 4-year-old to be reading. And But I had a commitment to excellence for myself, and I asked those kids to bring excellence, and they did. I have an expectation of excellence for all those people around me. And as a result, it elevates not just me, but those people around me. If you're wanting to get to the next level and you think you don't have the access, you don't need the access. It will be brought to you. Bring excellence to the table. You know, bring excellence to the table. Is this really your best? Okay. If I tell you some of the stuff that I put in, I sometimes I have folks who I'm cool with, and they're like, "Ooh, girl, I'm not doing all that." That's why you don't have all that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody don't want what I want. You can't want this and want to put in this. That's not how that works. You won't have to match thing for thing. You want excellence, you got to put in excellence. You want more, you got to put in more. You want better, you got to put in better. The level of work I put in, y'all wouldn't even, and it's probably, I can't even imagine, like, if you ever, I like to watch documentaries. You ever watch documentaries on Michael Jackson, on Beyonce, I don't think y'all understand the level of commitment, dedication, and work that's put in. And there are certain levels that I might not be willing to, because at some point you ask yourself, is it worth it? And so right now I'm like, you know what? Okay, family's still good. Okay, health is still good. Okay, relationships are still good. Okay. Now, for some people, they'll do it all for the pursuit of better. No, I'm always checking into making sure my personal life is not harmed by my professional life. But I'm in a pursuit of excellence. So if you're wanting to get to the next level, you're needing that sponsor, that mentor, you will attract them to you. People tap me on the shoulder all the time. I can't tell you how many people are like, "Oh yeah, girl, I know about you. Oh yeah, girl, you helped me follow." I'm like, "What, me? How you find out about me?" Girl, I've been watching you. Excellence. Because excellence is obvious. Excellence shines through. Excellence shows itself. Are you in a pursuit of excellence? You can't want a thing and not be willing to do what it takes to do a thing. Yep. Yes. Burnout, balance is important. Excellence is not about perfection. It's not. Excellence is about doing your best. And yes, that's what I will say. That yes, I am mindful. I just, like, my sister's on here. I was just over her house today playing with my niece and my nephew. They're like, my nieces and my nephew are like my favorite people in the world. And I've got two of them that live down the street from me, and I probably see them every other day, sometimes every day. I take a nap every day. So, excellence is incorporated there. My skin is glowing. This don't come from, not to say that there's not stress sometimes, obviously. I drink my water, I eat my food, my house is clean. So yes, I agree, because, and I don't really believe in the word balance, because balance is a falsehood. Nothing is ever fully balanced. Balance means to hold things in equal measure at all times. Girl, that's not happening. Meaning, like, you're not always going to be the best wife, the best mom, the best coworker, the best. No, I believe in harmony. It means that everything works in conjunction for the betterment of you, right? Everything is working collectively for the best version of you. So harmony means that sometimes you work a little bit harder on the book than you do the website. Harmony means you spent a lot of time with family this week and really not that much time on business. Harmony means this week you put in this work toward writing your book, and you told your family, like, you know what? Next week we'll go to the zoo. So harmony means that things work collectively together for the betterment of you. Everything is working collectively together. Balance means equal measure. You will kill yourself. That's where burnout happens, when you're trying to seek balance. There's no such thing as balance. Even if you don't have a business, there's no such thing. Nothing is ever equally weighted. Harmony doesn't require things to be equally weighted. Harmony requires things to work collectively together for the best version of you, So, like I said, excellence is not burnout. Excellence is not, excellence means just bringing your best to the table. You know what your best is. You know how, like, when your kid, if you have kids, brings you something and they did a lazy job. They're like, "Here, Mom," you're like, these dishes are greasy. They know what a clean dish feels like. So if you're bringing lazy to the table. There's times I bring lazy to the table. But then I know that I'm like, well, girl, you get in what you put out. You put lazy into this project. That's why I look the way I look. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. Yeah, like, but still, people will say, like, yeah, I'm just looking at what you guys are saying. Yes, Excellence, excellence, excellence. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going to, actually, I'm not going to go to sleep because I usually don't go to sleep until like midnight because I get up at 1. So plenty, 8 hours of sleep. I sleep. Like I said, I just took a 2-hour nap today. Sometimes that's why I'm like, girl, I think that nap was too long. Either way, I take a nap. It's a rare day I don't take a nap. Even on a Saturday, I don't have nothing to do. Another thing about balance, right? Like I don't work the weekend. A big, huge project. We're like, oh, we can meet on Sunday. I said, we're assuming that I'm available on Sunday. I'm not. You know what I did Sunday? Nothing. The kids came over. We ate food. We played. I took a nap. And I think I may have wanted to, it was my friend's birthday. I went around the corner to hang out with her. I came home and took another nap. Not to say I don't do any work on Sunday, but I'm not getting on nobody's call. It better be Oprah. But I will say this, that there are times when I have to put that work in on Sunday. We have done launches where for 2 weeks we go hard. That's harmony. For 2 weeks, because we're launching, we go hard. And as a result, it takes the business from here to here, from 6 figures to 7 figures. For 2 weeks, we put in that work. There's nothing wrong with that. I think people have this misconception that, well, if it's not like easy, no. I'm writing a new book, and for the last 3 weeks, it has been hours every day. I have literally had to say, because the harmony component, said, Tiffany, the business, I told my team, y'all got to handle it. I have to finish this book. I'm under contract. So literally anywhere from 3 to 8 hours a day, I was working on this book to get it in. So 3 weeks of, literally, I was like, I hate this. I'm never going to write another book again. 3 weeks for a book that will live on forever. 3 weeks for a book where my face is going to be on the cover. 3 weeks for when you go to Barnes & Noble, you're going to see this. 3 weeks for a book that I know is going to help tens of thousands of people. 3 weeks now for forever. You see what I mean? So don't be afraid to put in that extra work and for it to be hard and even a little bit like, oh, I hate this. That temporary feeling, I don't believe in, I always tell my team, if we're not launching, why are you in launch mode? Meaning like that effort that I put into the book for 3 weeks like that, I don't feel that now. I submitted the final, semi-final manuscript, basically final, just some copy editing and things. Now I'm like, today I was done. My day was done at 3. Like I said, I went to go see the kids, my sister's kids. We played. I was like, playtime. I went to go see my friend. We hung out. Okay. I told the fam, I went to Subway, got me 3 Subway chocolate chip cookies. I was like, okay. Me and Supergirl, my stepdaughter, we hung out. Okay. You see what I mean? Like just up until yesterday, I was like, my life is too much. And now I'm like, girl, it's done. Stop whining. It was 3 weeks out of your life. So you can have an eternity. Your kids can see your face at the bookstore. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to put that work in, because sometimes that's what it looks like. And a lot of people shy away from that level of intensity for that short period of time. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what it looks like sometimes. When Beyonce's preparing for a concert, what you think she got to do? And then the concert is done, and then we watch Homecoming for the next 50, 60, 100 years. You know what I mean? Yep. Legacy building. But like I said, it's not for everybody. But you want to get out of the habit for asking for a thing, but not being willing to work for a thing. Bring excellence to the table. You know? Are you listening to my podcast? Yes, I have a podcast called Brown Ambition. Brown Ambition. Yep. Yeah, those Subway cookies. Let me tell you something about Subway cookies. The chocolate chip cookies. Ask them bad boys, say, can you warm them up, please? They don't even make it home. I just eat it in the car. I put my hand sanitizer on. I'll be like, ooh, Subway cookies warmed up? Child. They're better than any other cookies. They hit. Okay. I don't get them all the time because, my sister's trying to lose a little weight. But, it's worth it. I'm just looking at some of your questions. Maybe I'll save this. We'll see. All right. I just want to make sure we're good. Sunday is for rest. Exactly. All right. I just want to let y'all know that like, if you want to get into those rooms, if you want to take yourself to the next level, like I said, I had a $250 million conversation today, and I was like, whose life is this? And I was like, how did I get here? And I got here by the expectation of excellence and bringing excellence to the table. And if you're wanting to get to the next level, there's going to be an expectation of excellence, but you need to have it for yourself. There is no mom, no dad, no this or that. No. It has to come internally from you. That you deliver excellence, you expect excellence. You make excellence part of your mantra, part of your mission, part of your, It's just part of your DNA, and people will rise to the occasion or they will excuse themselves, and you will attract other people for whom excellence is always on the menu. On that note, okay, bye.